So Joe's carrying her new drive shaft. She's probably gonna let the adapter slip off the bottom of it because it's upside down. How much heavier than your aluminum do you think it is?
Like 10 pounds.
Okay.
I don't feel, this does not feel that heavy. I like got my knees all ready for like a sumo squat and
Well, good. You won't hurt your back that way.
blessed.
Check out that fancy flange on it. RIP old drive shaft. So this piece here bolts directly to the front pinion.
Okay.
And then instead of having the slip joint in it like that rubber boot, this is where it slips at. There's only one way that it goes back on. Just keep on riding it around. Eventually, it drops in. Nope, when it goes, you'll know. See?
There we go.
Beautiful.
So the new one is from CCI Driveline. They are in Casco, Michigan. They built my very first one that lasted me for a very long time. Unfortunately, that one broke at Mod Nationals from some wheel hop. And then that is what led us into all of my drive shafts breaking this year. So this is the old one. We had this one built, and this one only broke because of the diff breaking. So this one probably would have been fine a lot longer, but this is the chromoly one. They are the same length, although this one does look longer. I want to see the difference in weight, because I know everyone's going to be like, chromoly's so heavy. Well, I can't do one hand in one hand. I need you to hold that. Hold that. Just hold, yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, there's a difference of like 8 to 12 pounds there. It's not that heavy. I got so many smaller pulleys I can throw on the car. We'll do that to counter the weight of this. Step one of getting the wheels off is complete. Step two is to get the shocks out and then the ABS lines. SN content. I promised. I told you it was becoming. This is how she looks so far, but we're getting there. We have everything that we need now. Just trying to figure out logistics as far as how to make the door panels look correct. And so once she's home, full steam ahead. You need help with those? Yep. Talk about weight reduction. I said talk about weight reduction. So this happened quicker than we were expecting, and Brian and I made the mistake of not putting these Steeder lockout braces that we should have put in, that we now learned that we should have put in. But Steeder did warn us that there was going to be some NVH when we drove the car on the street, and I love driving my car and I street drive it a ton, so when I hear NVH, I don't really want it, but that's what I get for being a brat. So we put these braces in. Where's the lower part?
It's not like, yeah. Where's what?
The lower part?
All right, there.
So the lower part of the brace is going to end up sitting
Underneath
here, like this. So it'll completely keep the diff from moving ever. So we do have future plans for a more permanent solution. I actually posted about the diff breaking on Facebook 2 days ago when we put the first video out, and someone messaged us and said that they had a 315 they bought to put in their car to change the gears. They just never got to it, and they asked me if I wanted to buy it. So we ended up paying $450 for this one. That's how we were able to get it so quickly, thankfully. So thanks to Leo for doing that for us. And we're gonna put this in. We already had these braces. I'm not sure how much they cost. Honestly, we've had them for so long.
They're like $110.
Are they?
Yeah.
We've had them for so long, I don't even remember. So we're gonna put this all back together, put the car up. There's a private rental tonight that I kind of want to go to, but I don't think we're gonna push it. So we're gonna get everything back together. It looks worse than it is, but this deconstruction was a little bit easier than I was expecting it to be. So we're gonna get everything going. I'm gonna road test it and see if the NVH is as bad as everyone says. I know I'm really bad at going over costs, and I get that in the comments all the time. So if there's something that you guys are looking for as cost-wise, let us know. Because again, I forget, I don't do it on purpose. But yeah, we bought this used out of a 19 from a buddy for $450. We're gonna hike her up and go take her for a drive afterwards. So wish us luck. So it's back in, raising the car up and putting it all back together. So this was a lot less painless than I was expecting. So probably just jinxed myself as I always do. Dang, this Karl Molly is insane looking.
Show off this badass adapter on the back side of it.
So this was why we didn't go with any pre-made ones. We didn't go with QA1 like everyone keeps saying, because this isn't a custom adapter.
Within this itself, this is where all the slip is at. So it's controlling it here. It's all direct fit into the pinion itself. So it should be badass.
Yep. No more braking. Knock on a lot of wood for me, please.
You need like a whole redwood forest of wood.
Yeah. Do I have any subscribers in the Seattle area? California, where they got those big old tree farms? Go knock on all that wood for me. Are we live?
Yeah.
We are here on day 2 of getting my car back together. I would confidently say that this should have been a one-day thing, but I ended up having to leave on Friday to get food for my grandparents and have lunch with them, and then I had a doctor appointment, so Brian was at a little bit of a standstill without me, because I did ask him to wait. So he waited for me to help do the install, and then I came back on Friday and we were pretty much done. We just needed to cut like literally an hour left. So we didn't come back Saturday because I had a migraine from Satan himself. So the whole day was wasted because Brian again wasn't gonna work on it without me. So we're here today, Sunday, finishing up my car. Since we're here at the shop and nobody's here, I wanted to show you guys this car for a second. After being 28 years old, growing up with this car, my dad finally said I can drive it. Never driven it before. I moved it in the driveway at Mustang Week and that's been about it. So I'm really excited. He said I have to take my mom for a cruise though, which is totally fine since it's her car. But I really want to do like a special on this car. If you happen to know it, it is the BFG car from 1997. My mom's had this car since brand new. I don't know if the color's picking up right on the camera, but it is.
It's
tropical.
not.
No.
Oh, now it is.
Now it is.
Yeah.
A lot of people think it's tan until they see it in person. It is tropical yellow from 1988. So my mom actually bought this car herself, went to the dealership and picked it out. And if you look, it still has pretty much all stock interior, except my dad added a roll cage to it. The only thing it doesn't have is the radio. My mom actually ordered it without AC. I don't know what she was thinking.
And manual windows.
And yeah, she did order it with crank windows too. So the car has been on the cover of Muscle Mustang. There was another one, Modified Ford, I think it used to be called. It was back in the early 2000s. This car was all over. It has an 88 millimeter turbo on it, so I know if you look at it, it doesn't really look like it's been raced much, but it's lived a very glorious life. So when I have the opportunity finally to drive it, I want to tell you guys more about it and show you guys the tiny little window sticker my mom has. It's like this big, it's so adorable. So we'll go over that, but if you do know the BFG car, it's still in our family, still one owner car, and arguably probably one of the cleanest Fox bodies you'll ever see ever. So we'll go over this more. My dad's been refreshing it and put a new turbo on it, and I'm trying to get him to 6R80 transmission swap it, but that's been a fight. But we'll get back to this once we finish my car. Hopefully this week we'll be able to. So we got a lot of stuff going on, and the SN soon, so, and our new daily, no one's guessed it. So keep guessing, guys. Check through the comments because it's definitely not a Crown Vic.
It's not a Crown Vic.
Yep.
It's not a truck because we already have one.
We do already have an F-150. I know we never really show it, but we do already have one.
It's also not a Focus because I daily a Focus already of any variant.
Yeah, there's no trim level of Focus. It's not it.
What were the other
Big ones.
big ones that got mentioned
Mostly
a lot?
Crown Vic,
Yeah.
but it's not any of those.
Not any of these three things.
Yeah, so go through the comments, read them over, and see what hasn't been guessed because no one's gotten it. So
Do we want to give them another hint?
what did we say? It wasn't built in America?
Let's go with that one.
Okay, it's not built in America. So keep guessing, guys, and we're going to get back to working on the car. Since the majority of my headers are still off, I wanted to hear what it sounds like, and I've been begging Brian to let me hear it, and he keeps telling me no, and now that no one's here today on a Sunday, he said it's fine, so we're gonna listen to it, and I guarantee you it's gonna blow out my sound on my iPhone, so I'm gonna stand back as far as I can. The battery was dead, so we're starting it now. I'm so excited.
my battery isn't just dead, it's murdered. So we're gonna have to go back to AutoZone where we just were to get a battery. Love that. Finish up this install. We are putting the gear oil back in it. And we are also putting my headers back on eventually. We've been trying to start it, but the battery is hella dead. I stuck my finger in there and that's why, because I wanted to see how empty it was. It said it had no fluid in it, but it definitely does, because just a little bit of finger in there made it completely drip out. So that's why we put this here, in case it drips out. Pretty sure.
So I would say that's full now.
Yeah, pretty sure that's full.
So we'll pull this out, let that finish dripping and draining most of itself out, and then we'll put the plug back in it and call it a day.
And get the headers back on and go drive it.
And figure out a battery.
Oh yeah, and figure out a battery.
All right, now that we got the new battery, we are going to try again to start my car. Yeah, baby girl, yeah. Finally, she good to go. Whoop. Now we can go road test it. Okay, we are going to road test the car to see how the NVH feels with the new drive shaft and the mount from Steeda. And we're off. In the steering wheel at all. I don't feel the brace at all yet. I mean, Michigan roads are horrible, so I guess we're just used to really bad feeling cars, but it doesn't feel bad to me yet. I know it's been 4 seconds.
I know. And this road's gonna feel like shit anyway, so.
Yeah, this road back here, we always joke that Ford could test four-wheel drive. It's so bad. I don't know if we've ever mentioned that or if you've ever heard, but Michigan has horrible roads. Horrible roads. Yeah, that's one of them. Yeah, right here it's gonna be really bad anyway, so. Did you feel like the other drive shaft had any NVH? I felt like it had more than the first one. It definitely had more than stock, which we got used to for a hot minute.
Yeah.
Oh. Have to cut all this.
Just go to the middle lane. Fuck this road.
I know.
Pardon my language, but this road sucks. Bad.
Oh my god, yeah. There's no NVH. This feels fantastic. Now I feel like an even bigger tooth for not putting that bracket in.
Beforehand.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I need to finally just put out the video that I want to put out about like driving a caged car on the street, because there's got to be, I guess you got to have some sort of tolerances and like setting yourself up for NVH car is going to feel like. So when someone says, oh my god, the NVH is horrible, is that someone's opinion from a car that is bone stock that they literally, you know, picked up off the dealership floor? Or is it somebody who's like, oh, well, it can't be any worse, you know? So I think I need to finally just put that video out. I've filmed that video like 5 or 6 times. Oh, it's Gregory. I was like, who's on my ass? I knew it.
What's up?
How's it? So yeah, I've refilmed that video probably 5 or 6 times. I guess I just never know if people are really interested in like my opinion, but I also feel like it's good information to put out because a lot of people tried to tell me not to put a cage in this car as far as like drivability, and it was kind of wild to hear that opinion when people care about drivability more than my safety. So I guess I probably should put that out, so we'll go over that in the next video. But I know we've said bye like 17 times, but now we're actually going to say bye in this video, and we will talk to you guys in the next one. Wow, that's a big dip into this neighborhood. So we'll talk to you guys later. Alright guys, so I wanted to do like a TED Talk, I guess, and I do read all the comments. Sometimes I don't always reply, but I do see a lot of people ask about cost, how long things take, and what it would cost to happen at a shop. To do something like this, I would say that this probably took Brian and I about 8 hours. I don't think that it should have taken that long if I didn't have to go visit my grandparents midday and help them with lunch. I think I would have been back sooner, or if I had been back sooner, we probably could have gotten it done in this 5 to 6 hour range. But I would say that this is like a 6 out of 10 job with a hoist. I don't know how to rate it without one. It was definitely a lot easier than I was expecting. It just was more tedious work of taking everything apart and putting it back together. Again, the diff was $450 that we got used. We did fill it up with fluid. How much was the fluid when you bought it?
$40.
$40. Okay, so altogether we're in this for $490. We are gonna have to tack on a new battery because my battery's dead, unfortunately. Like dead. Like there ain't saving her.
Yeah, she
So we're gonna have to go back to the auto parts store to find that. We do have a more permanent solution coming. We're just not sure yet, so we're praying that this one's fine for the 3 or 4 more races we plan on doing for the rest of the year. But if you guys have any more questions, let me know. I can't think of anything else right now other than we're not going to Bowling Green. Don't kill me. Bye. Just kidding. Just kidding. We decided not to go to Bowling Green. We just have too much stuff with our house, and we absolutely have to get the SN over to our house this week. So you guys will be seeing that. Trying to think of anything else we missed.
Driveshaft?
So the Driveshaft is chromoly. We had it made by CCI Driveline. To recap what I said earlier, it was $800. I know a lot of people say to do carbon, but a lot of people who suggest carbon are people who haven't even ever used carbon. The people who suggest carbon that have carbon don't drive their cars on the street a lot. So the fear with carbon is all of this is open and exposed. So the weight savings on carbon isn't worth the mindset that it could have a rock hit it and chip it or break it and shatter. And a lot of people say, oh, well, it just dusts. Well, it may just dust off the line into brand new track prep, and the track may be pissed at you for ruining all the prep. That has to be now scraped off because there's carbon fiber shreddings in it. We don't know. We're gonna try the chromoly one. If it doesn't end up working out, then we'll have to go to carbon. So that would be our next option. We have someone that does want us to try a carbon one that they've made. We'll see. At this time, I'm really happy with CCI. We're back with them. It's nice to support a local company, especially when they've been very helpful to us. So if I missed anything, let me know. Also, still a recap, if you guys have not guessed my car, Brian's car, our daily.
Let's say that's my daily, not your daily.
Sorry, I will probably steal it.
I know.
But we really are getting it to keep miles off our truck. And Brian's current daily is a big old turd. So
She's a nice lady.
She is a nice lady. So whatever you guys would like to see in the future, we have some more stuff coming up, track stuff and SM things. I promise. I keep promising you, and I swear it's coming. We want to work on it. Trust us. I will talk to you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and if you wouldn't mind commenting and sharing, I really appreciate it. I am very close to 14,000 subscribers, and I'm very excited about it, so I'll talk to you guys later.